Hello everyone, this is a reading today, a psychic connection with Taylor POMANSKI. I can't really say whether during this part of the reading I sat down with her photograph and stared at her and tried to get some messages through. This part of the reading, I can't really say whether I felt she was with us or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out part of what I've seen, and then I'm going to do some cards on her name. I've already shuffled these asking for information on Taylor. So let's have a look. If any of this information rings true with people, if anybody can confirm stuff that I'm seeing here, please let me know in the comments. I always love hearing from everybody. And so here we go. So Taylor POMANSKI, all I know is that from stories that I looked at online, that she went missing. She had a violent ex-boyfriend, an NFL player. I haven't wrote his name down, sorry guys, but anyway, this is about Taylor, not about him. And I did see something, I think it was her mum talking about her favourite colour was pink, and she drove, I think, a pink Mustang. Now I wanted to write those things down just in case I started to see a car and it was pink and everything, and that's already been confirmed. So the first thing that I got when I was looking at Taylor's beautiful face was I seen someone pulling her by the arm. Now it was quite forceful. It was like someone had her by the wrist and then they grabbed her up higher on the arm, up near the elbow, and they were pulling her towards them, and they were basically saying to her, "You're coming with me, you're coming with me." The car that they were pulling her towards, they were trying to get her into a car. I do feel that there was somebody else sitting in the car as well. But the car, I noticed where it was like I was inside of Taylor watching what was going on and feeling what was going on. The car had these really, really hot looking mag wheels. I can't even really begin to say what they were, but they were very distinct compared to the normal metal and whatever. They had some sort of weird swirl pattern on them or some sort of symbol or something in the middle. But yeah, there was something to do with a car with these really bizarre looking mag wheels. So that might be a clue as to somebody that she may have gone off with. I also heard something about all the pretty little things. Now, I don't know if that was coming from a song or whether somebody was saying something about all the pretty little things. Now, sometimes, guys, when I hear or see these things, it can simply be the name of a shop. So she may have been right next to a shop that was called All the Pretty Little Things. But anyway, that's what came. Another thing I seen, like with the car itself, the car that she was dragged to or told, "Come on, you're coming with me, get into the car." I seen tablets. Now, I don't know whether these were actual medication from a prescribed, like a prescription, a doctor, or whether they were actual like illicit drugs or something like that. I also felt where after she'd been in the car, now, this is where it got a bit sticky. I don't know whether she was still alive or she's not alive. I just felt this running. And if anybody's ever seen the movie, oh gosh, I can't think, it's not coming to me now. It's where the little girl and she's in the shopping centre and she takes pictures of everything, and she feels like she's running and she's running, but she's actually running out of her body. It was that kind of experience, like where she wanted to run, but she actually wasn't, it wasn't her physical being. So I don't know if this is something she was thinking about, trying to get away. I felt crying and running and I just need to get away. Now, I don't know if that was she needed to get away from where she was in life and go somewhere, or she needed to get away from other people. So as I said, I've already pre-shuffled these to ask and look at Taylor. So let's just see what we get with her name. T-A-Y-L-O-R. Okay, guys, a car. Straight away, a car. Someone that should have been there to protect her. Now, this person could have dark hair, dark skin. They could also be somebody that works at like a security guard, or they could be someone very, very forceful, very dark, very secretive. All I know is they know something. They're normally a truth teller, this person over here. Somebody knows the truth. they're hiding this. This is behind their back. This person, this character here is looking this way, like ignoring all of this. It could also represent, the 5 could also represent someone from her past that came back into the picture, somebody that came to rescue her or promised to take her somewhere, take her away from something. This is really not looking good, guys. All of these black energy cards. I'll just move this butterfly out the way. I'd like to put this here, this backbone thing. This is really not looking good. This is a trusted friend that's not a trusted friend. It can be a friend or a family member. It can be somebody else's best friend. But this is like leading you down the garden path, but not taking you to where your desired location was. So I'm also, I did start to record this last week. And for some reason, when I went to edit the reading, it was gone, and the last 3 minutes of my 30-minute reading was gone. The last 3 minutes was all I had, so I decided to rerun it when I was feeling in good spirits to connect properly. And now this sequence here means a pregnancy. It looks like either a difficult pregnancy or an unwanted pregnancy, or even getting rid of a pregnancy. If this pregnancy was to proceed, it's a little baby boy. And it's quite a nice kind of thing. So I did get this when I had a look at this case before. As I said, that reading got somehow deleted on my system. I'm just going to check that it is recording. Yes, it is. Yeah, so this is a symbol that if I didn't know anything about this woman, that she was missing or anything, I'd say, oh, this person looks like they've been trying to get pregnant, or they were pregnant, or they've had miscarriages, or they've had abortions, or things like that, because this is pregnancy, and it's a relationship that doesn't work. So a pregnancy with somebody where a relationship's on the rocks, or very, very imbalanced, where the man's just sort of not there, the woman's trying to do things by herself. But yeah, I feel like she felt trapped in some sort of journey that she didn't want. And then someone promised to take her somewhere. Sorry about that, guys. That's just my activity tracker thinking that I'm going for a walk because I'm moving my arm. Okay, so that's the first section. I'm trying to make this brief compared to the previous readings I've done on Jelani and other people. Okay, so the crying and the running. Now, the next thing I got with Taylor, what I've wrote down here, was that it was a rainy night. And it was like, I don't know if you call this over there in America, but we call it a carport. Basically 4 posts and a tin roof or a fiberglass roof or something like that. And sometimes it's attached to a house. I did feel this thing was attached to a very dingy, dark kind of something, either in a bad area, a crime type of area, or something that was derelict, like a place that's just been let go, and the grass was long, and it was like over to one side, it was a car under a tarpaulin. And she kept saying, everything's so dark here, everything's so dark. And it was raining, and I started feeling like I was shivering, and I was underneath something. But so I don't know if she's in a car underneath a tarpaulin, and it's underneath a carport. It's a very derelict looking place. I wish I could bring up a picture of what I see in my mind when I look at it, but the grass is overgrown. I also see things like a motor laying on the ground. It's like somebody that tinkers with cars and truck engines, and they swap things out. And there's a sort of a broken tricycle thing that belongs to a child. It's broken. It's sitting over there to one side. So yeah, I just felt like somewhere where nobody goes anymore, something that's derelict, nobody lives there anymore. But yeah, so be on the lookout for something like that might have been in the area of where she went missing, or something that might be nearby. The next thing I got was the song by Donna Summer, She Works Hard for the Money. Now that relates me to the red light district, prostitution, drugs, gambling. So I immediately, when I heard the song, I felt like I was traveling down a street, and there was women of the night, and there was, casino type atmosphere where come in and play the slot machines, gambling, all of this sort of stuff. There was burger joints, and there was a shoe shop as well. There was something to do with a shoe shop. Now, when I seen this, then I was seeing a man walking along the pavement, He had a, like, imagine this was gold. He had a gold bracelet type thing, necklace, but he wrapped it around his wrist and he had it dangling, like as he was walking, and he was kept holding it and flicking it around his finger and dangling it. And it had some sort of like a gold chunk or a gold money bag, or it may have even been a star sign symbol. Now, I don't know if this is significant to Taylor, that she had a gold necklace on her when she was gone, when she disappeared, or when she was taken, or whatever happened there. But this person had these things around his wrist, swinging it around his finger and swinging it backwards. So yeah, there was something to do with that. Also, the bit where get in the car, there was two people. One person was swearing their head off. The other person just kept saying, "You're coming with us, you're coming with me, get in the car." And that's what I got on that section. So let's just look at her name for a second time to get more information. Y-L-O-R. Again, we've got this sequence that could represent a baby boy, a pregnancy, fertility, not wanting to go there, not wanting to do this. There was a promise of going somewhere overseas or interstate. Let's move, let's do it. But it was so restricted. I keep getting the car energy. I don't know if she's still alive or not, but I keep getting this thing about being in a car. The double tens could mean that that's usually somebody on the other side trying to connect, saying 10, October. Now, I don't know when she was missing, but this is usually someone that died or was born in October. The 10th, the 20th means something. It can mean something to do with a property, a number, a street name. She wanted something. This is like her heart's desire over here. She was lied to. She was deceived. She sort of thought it was a 50-50 thing. She thought that maybe it's going to be okay, maybe it's not. When she got there, it's like total deception going on. Now, this guy here, he needs to grow up. Again, it's more somebody with dark hair, not necessarily dark skin, this one. This one could be white, but he's everybody's friend. He's like, I'm here, everybody look at me. There's a lot of squabbling and gossip and jealousy and stuff going on here. There's some sort of irresponsible actions here as well. But this is like a promise. This is like something, I'm going to promise you, I'm going to take you here, I'm going to take you away from this, I'm going to help you. But then every time I feel like this person promising about taking her away or helping her, I feel this other energy about resistance from her, that no, like this doesn't feel right, no. This could also mean that some sort of sickness inflicted by the wrong food or drug use or alcohol or just being around the wrong people. And it can even represent disease of some kind, that it starts off where it's like it's going to be okay, but then it's not, and then you need something to help, but someone's just not being responsible for their actions. Okay, so let's get back to this over here now to finish off the last section of this reading. I really hope this information is doing some sort of good. Now, the song Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds come up into my head. So I don't know if the words to that song are relevant. I don't know if it's her mother's favourite song. I don't know if the name Lucy means anything. I don't even know if it might mean something to do with a shop front. Again, Lucy's in the Sky with Diamonds, or Sky Diamonds, or Diamond Sky, or something. These words all might mean something. I then heard Taylor saying, "Tell Mum, sorry, you were right." And I felt that there had been some sort of disagreement between her and her mother, where she stepped back. "You don't know, this is none of your business, let me do what I've got to do," or something like that. I feel like there was some sort of resistance between her and her mother, and she was feeling some sort of remorse and saying, "Tell Mum, sorry, but she was right. I should have listened. She was right." As soon as I seen that, the next thing I felt was that I immediately could see a little girl with curly blondish brownish hair. She was wearing a little tutu ballerina type tulle white with red edges, and I felt that it was like a Christmas pageant type thing. So I don't know if this was Taylor when she was a little girl, somewhere she went with her mum. She maybe performed in some sort of dance routine or something at school. But this little girl, if this is a little girl and nothing to do with Taylor, this little girl would have been around the 5 to 6 mark. And she was dancing around, and she had this little tulle thing, and the red edge on the tulle was like sequins, and it reminded me of Christmas. So I don't know, it could have been a doll as well. It could have been some sort of doll that she had that her mum's got at the moment, because she's just thinking this was her favourite thing at Christmas. I'm not sure, but I kept seeing that. Then some names started coming. Chris, Christine, Christina, Christopher, Chrissy, that sort of name was there. Ronnie, Connie, or something that sounded like that. But when I heard the name Ronnie and Connie, I felt like that was the burger joint. I felt like come into Ronnie's or come into Connie's burger joint, Connie's chicken, roast chicken, something. I felt like it was a food place that I was looking at. Now, again, all of this stuff could be something to do with places that she's actually been when she was younger, when she was with her mum. Because when I do these types of readings, sometimes I see stuff that already happened, and other times I see things that were happening at the time or places where she's been. Now, the word Arkansas came up. Now, I don't know if that place is where she's at or where she was supposed to go, or somebody that's in Arkansas knows where she is, but that's the only place I got. A very, very old song came to me, and I can't even know the tune for you, but it was Pennies from Heaven. And she said, there's 3 of us here. So Taylor kept saying there's 3 of us here. So I don't know if she's crossed and she was trying to say the 3 of us are together, or whether she was trying to describe another girl. And I kept seeing water and a stream and rocks and trees down either side. And to my left-hand side, I'm sort of facing the sun setting. So I'm facing the west. And I'm in a stream, and I could feel the water rushing across me. It felt beautiful and calm. And to my left is probably a walkover bridge from one side to the other. It felt like I was in like a national park or something. So I don't know if the relevance about that, but she kept saying there was 3 of them there. And the other thing I got was tuck or tucker stop. Tuck stop or tucker stop. It could have been truck that she was trying to say, something near a truck stop, because this all sort of blended in. And then the last thing I got was Kenzie Street. So that was the last thing I wrote down. So Kenzie Street or Kensington Street, or it could have even been someone's name, Ken or Kenzie. So let me just reshuffle this last section, and there goes my timer. Okay, let me just check that this is recording. Yes, it is. Okay, so Taylor, one last look. Unfortunately, guys, even though these cards are beautiful and red, that upside down Ace of Spades would represent some sort of incident. Again, she's screaming about the car, getting in the car, being in a car accident, or being inside a car, that maybe she is still inside a car somewhere. I'd have to say if she's not with us, it's something to do with head injury. Yeah, that upside down ace and the 5, it's like, I did feel there was a sickness of some kind, but I also feel if it's head injury, it could have been a fall. It could have been where she's fell and hit her head as well, possibly pushed. Now, when I did this reading before, the reading that got lost, I did see the violence cards. I seen the double 9s come out, but I kept feeling like that was something that had already happened in the past to her. This is her parents, the double 6s. This is them just wanting her at home. We're missing the 2 at the moment. 2, 4, 6 would be like the perfect union, the 2 people together, coming back together, everything coming back together. This would be like their baby girl. Taylor's their baby girl. So I feel this message is drawn to the parents. This is sending love, possibly from the other side. I'm not going to say yes or no about all of this, but if she's gone, I'd have to say this is something to do with her head. Yeah, so double 6 means something here. She's trying to talk about 6 or June or something to do with June or the 6th or the 12th. It could be the 6th of the 12th as well. I'm really, really hoping that she's found. I did hear an interview, something to do with her mother, that somebody out there knows something. Now, this character over here, if we're not looking at it as being her, I feel a childlike energy around this. This time I'm feeling like something to do with a little girl. But I do keep feeling like this is the mum and the dad saying it's our baby girl. It's our baby girl. Will she be found or not? I just keep seeing this image of this rundown house. The grass is overgrown. If you're staring at the front door of the house, to the left-hand side, there's a carport type thing attached to the house. It's dilapidated. It's like it's broken or something. There's a tree off to the left as well, quite a big tree. I don't really see much around, and I do see a dog. It's kind of like a Labrador, but it's not a Labrador. It's skinnier than a Labrador. It's a cross between like a Doberman and a Labrador. So it might be a crossbreed dog. It's black, or it's very, very dark brown, and it's off outside in the yard as well. So there's a dog there. This can represent dogs, cats, or animals. So I do feel that there's a dog, but she keeps showing me the car. So I don't know. I feel she was taken, and then something's happened. There may have been a car incident. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Please leave me some comments if any of this stuff rings true to you, any of those names make sense, the place that I was seeing in my mind. I really wish that I could draw something and put it out in front of you to show what it is I'm seeing in my head. So I always love to hear from everybody. Let me know what you think with all of this, and I really truly hope that the parents, I did see her mother in an interview saying, we just want her home, whichever way it is, alive or whichever way. I mean, she didn't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I don't know. I don't say give up hope yet, but yeah, it's kind of looking like it's steering down that direction. Anyway, guys, I'll touch base with this in a couple of weeks, and hopefully by then she's been found, and we'll see what happens there. Okay, thank you for watching, and don't forget to leave me some comments there. Thank you, guys. Bye for now.